This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating.
If this is your first time here, please consider subscribing to my channel. And yeah, let's get into the video. Start off with I'm spritzing my face with a moisturizing mist. So I'm using my Laura Mercier blurring primer to fill in the pores. So I'm gonna apply it only on the centers. And since this is a very vampy makeup, I just wanted to keep really matte, and I wanted to look like as if I'm pale. And vampires usually have they have that washed out skin, so I'm gonna follow that. Generally, a glowy dewy skin actually shows like the skin is healthy, but for a vampire, we don't want our skin to be really glowy and highlighted and all those things. It should look really thick, so I'm gonna keep everything matte and use a lot of powder. I'm using my MAC Pro Longwear concealer in the shade NC45. I'm taking a tad bit. So now I'm applying it all over my eyelids, and since it's a full coverage, I'm using it to brighten up and also conceal my dark circles. So now I've concealed my eye, under eye and around my eye area. Now I'm gonna use my foundation, and for foundation we need a full coverage foundation because I have a little bit of acne scars. This shade is a little bit lighter for me. So vampires always look that washed out, and they're extremely very fair. So to mimic such look, I'm gonna use this foundation. It's from Fenty Beauty in the shade 370. As you see, this will be a little light for me, so I'm gonna work in sections. And I'm using a buffing brush because I want a full coverage, so I'm just stippling it all over my face.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating.
Now this foundation already has a little bit of warmth, which we do not need. We should really look like I'm pale. So I'm gonna use my Benefit Boing concealer in the shade 9. It's a bit too light for me, so I'm gonna use this. I'm applying this concealer only where I want the highlighted effect, so around my eyes and my nose and the center points of my face. This is a very, somewhat has a pink undertone, so it's gonna make me look even more pale.
With crimson secrets and forbidden bliss, can't stay still, don't stop.
So now you see that I've taken off all the warmth and the yellow tones that my foundation had. I really look pale now. This is what we want. Now I'm gonna set it with powder. I'm gonna take a small brush like this.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating.
Now that I've powdered my face, I'm gonna move on to the eyeshadow. So I'm gonna use my Jaclyn Hill's palette, volume 1. This shade right here. So I really want my eye look to be very, kind of a sexy, seducing vampire. Something creepy but still looking very, seductive. So that looks like as if my skin is bruised up there. So I'm just taking my kohl pencil here.
Hesitating, kryptonite desires set my heart afire.
So let's work one eye at a time. So I'm gonna apply the gold here, just scribble it all over, going close to my lash line. And yeah, now I'm gonna blend this in. I'm gonna take a brush like this and blend this for my vampy smoky eye. Okay, now I'm quickly gonna dust off my under eye powder. Now I'm taking a brush like this. It's a very defined blending brush. I'm gonna take the same burgundy shade which I used on my crease and bringing it down in my waterline as well to blend it, and also taking it a bit lower than usual to give that bruised effect.
While you and me repeat, this bittersweet heat is suffocating.
So I'm just gonna curl my lashes and apply my mascara. I'm gonna use the NYX Worth the Hype mascara. Since this already looks really dramatic, I don't think so adding a lashes would make a really big change. So I'm not gonna add a false lashes here.
Set my heart afire.
So to make it a little bit more dramatic, I'm gonna use my NYX lipstick in the shade Kitten Heels, I guess, if I'm not wrong. No, sorry, NYX lipstick in the shade Cherry Skies. Yes, Cherry Skis or Cherry Skies, whatever it is. So it is a kind of a vampy.
Hesitating, kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
Now I'm done with the veins. Hope this looks really creepy now. Yeah, I'm gonna do my brows. I'm gonna keep it really black and dark. So my eyebrows are also done, and I've just used my foundation brush over my lips with no excess product. Whatever's left in the brush, I used it on my lips. So now for my lips, I'm gonna use something very deep. I'm gonna use this shade from Laura Mercier. The shade number is called Independent. A very vampy kind of deep shade. So I'm gonna use it. It's a matte lip, so I'm gonna keep it matte. So basically the vampire look will not have anything glossy. I've not even used any bronzer or any kind of blush. It's very simple, so easy to try also.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat this bittersweet heat.
I really love this formula. It's very creamy, but it's very, very matte and long lasting.
And always hesitating, kryptonite desires set my heart afire.
So I just used the same lipstick here and just drew it like as if you drank blood. That's how this whole look turned out. Hope you liked it. Bye guys.